Nick the Great and Phony Clue. I'm Nick the Grim and a great detective. I have just solved a big case. It did not look like a big case when it started this morning. My dog Slash and I were running around the block for exercise. We ran past Annie and her dog Fang. We ran past Rosamond and 3 of her cats. We ran past Finley and his friend Pip. We ran home I saw a piece of paper on my doorstep. I picked it up. It was thin paper. Vita was printed in ink on it. The paper was torn off around Vita. What did it mean? I got my dictionary. I looked up Vita. I found that vita could be the start of the word. Vita could be the start of vitamin A, B1, B2, B6, B12, C, D, E, G, H, K, or P. Or vita could be the middle or end of a word. It could even be part of a long message. The message got bigger as I thought about it. I knew there was a missing piece or pieces of the paper. Who or what had torn them? I last let's sniff the piece of paper. We will look for the pieces, I said. I need the great dot. Who or what tore and tear papers? Of course, Rosamond's cats. For cats, 16 claws. 16 claws could tear a lot. I wrote a note to my mother. When I tore it into pieces, when I fitted the pieces back together. I put a pancake in my pocket. Then Slush and I went to Rosamond's house. Rosamond was outside. With 3 of her cats, Rosamond looked strange. But she always looks strange. Hello, I said. Did you leave a note on my doorstep this morning? Did your cat tear it? No, Rosamond says. I did not leave a note on your doorstep. I looked at her cats. They look strange too. My cats have been with me all morning, Rosamond says, except Big House. Big House spent the morning in his favorite tree. Big House teared paper. I said, yes, Rosamond says. Big House tears lips, scratches, shred, cuts, slips, and slash. Slashes. I see, I says. The big has tear, rip, scratch, shred, cut, slit, or slash a piece of paper today. Ask him, Rosamond says. I'll look up. I saw Big House sitting on a bench of the tree. I knew the Grey was in luck. I saw a piece of paper stuck on a twin close of Big House, too close. I reached into my pocket. I pulled out the pancake. I threw it on the ground. Big House jumped down and started to eat the pancake. I reached up and grabbed the piece of paper. Now I had 2 pieces. I put them together. And they fit, I said. It was a message. Look, now the paper says invitation. Come to my home, a house at 3. Vita was part of invitation. You solved the case, Rosamond asked. No, I said, there is still a missing piece of a name on it. What name? Rosamond asked. The name of the person who wrote the invitation. I said, I Nick the Ray will find the missing piece. I will find it before 3. I started to leave. Wait, Rosamond says. Big House wants to thank you for the pancake. How does Big House thank? I says. With a kiss. Rosamond says, I Nick the Great did not want to be kissed by anyone who tears, rips, scratches, shreds, cuts, slits, and slashes. No thanks for the thanks, I said. Slash and I ran home. It was time for lunch. I made some. Sludge and I ran home. It was time for lunch. I made some pancakes. I gave Sludge a bone. We ate and thought there was a missing piece with the name on it. I need the gray I had to know by 3 o'clock. Sludge and I stared it out again. I saw Annie and her dog, Frank, coming down the street. We were with Finley and Pip. Pip does not say much. Finley says too much. I say, I need the grip. I'm looking for a piece of paper with a name on it. I says, why are you great? Finley asked. I solve cases. I says, I find and I found out. I find and I find out. Why don't you find the piece of paper? Finley asked. Nate the will find it. And he says, ha, Finley says. Maybe he's great, maybe he's not. Pip said nothing. Finley and Pip walked away. Sludge turned to follow them. I turned and followed Sludge. Annie and Frank turned and followed me. I saw Finley drop a piece of paper into the sweater and walked away. I looked into the sweater. I did not like the way it looked. But the paper was there. It could be the missing piece. How could I get the paper out? I needed something long and sharp. I saw something long and sharp beside me. Thanks, Tit. Then I had another idea. I looked down at paper again. It looked blank. The print must be on the side that is facing down. I said, we must wait. Wait for what? Annie asked. Wait for the water and the sweater to make the paper very wet. The invitation is printed in ink on thin paper. When paper is thin and the printing on it is dark, water can make the printing show to the other side. Then we can read it with the name. But won't the painting look backward? And I asked, yes, but nothing is perfect. I need the Greeks that say that nothing is perfect. The paper was getting wetter and wetter. I saw some printing on it. I saw phony clue. I said. I need the Greek was mad. I had never had a phony clue before. I did not know what to do. I could not find the missing piece. I looked at the pieces in my hand. I need the great dot. Then I said, I am looking at what I have. Perhaps I should look at that I do not have. What can you do that? Annie asked. When you do not have it. Look, I said. When I put the two pieces together, the empty space is loud and sharp like a boat. So the missing piece is sharp like a boat. I need the real will find out a piece and paper boat. What if you can't find it before 3 o'clock? And asked. Then I am sunk, I said. Sergeant, I would and thought. I need the gray has had seen a boat today. But where? I was not on the Atlantic Ocean. It was not on the Pacific Ocean. It was on a paper ocean. Flush and I ran to the paper ocean. The paper boat was there. I fitted my pieces of the invitation around it. Aha! They fit. The paper boat was the missing piece. The paper boat was blank. Why did not it did not tell me anything, or did it? Now I knew that someone wrote an invitation to me and did not sign it. The same someone tore the invitation into pieces and left the one piece on my doorstep. And put one piece in the tree and passed one piece on the paper ocean. Someone did not think that I neither could find out who someone was. Someone was testing me. I looked at the paper boat on the paper water. Paper and water. I had just seen paper in water. The phony clue in this water. I neither had an idea. Flush and I ran home. I filled my sink with water. I took the two pieces, the invitation and turned them over and put them into water. Now the printing on them was written backward. I neither looked at the printing. There was the phony again. As the printing on the phony clue. I neither knew the case was solved. I was not yet 3 o'clock. This was an invitation I wanted to answer actually on time. Flush and I ran around the block until it was 3 o'clock. Then we went to Finley's house. Finley was with Pip. Pip did not say anything. It is 3 o'clock, I said, and I need the read am here. I have answered your invitation, Finley. Finley gulped. I need the read say there is no such thing as a phony clue. The painting on your phony clue is the same as the painting on the invitation. You wrote the invitation. You tore on two pieces. Finley gulped again. Pip opened his mouth. At last he had something to say. I win, he says. I told Finley that you would solve the case. By 3 o'clock, I lose, Finley says. You're a great detective. Thank you, I says. I neither felt great. I was glad the case was over. Sledge and I started to run. We ran past Annie and Fang. I solved the case, I says. I knew you would, Annie says. Annie and Fang started to run beside us. We all ran home for pancakes and bones.